No one is talking about this, but they should be. Did you know that your menstrual cycle could be holding you back from reaching your full potential? And that learning how to cycle sync can increase your productivity, make you feel more feminine, and help you to crush your most ambitious goals? Oh, honey, I hope you're ready for this episode. If you are, get your pen, get your Post-it, get your ambition planner, and let's go. Hello, Ambition Babes. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion, also known as the Face of Ambition, across all social media platforms as well as wherever you stream your podcast. If you are a girly on the go and want to be able to consume this content, but want to be able to put it in your ears as opposed to watching it on your phone, you can now find every single last one of my episodes on Spotify. And if you are currently in your glow up season, you are consuming content about becoming more feminine, reaching your goals, increasing your productivity. If you're looking for a digital bestie to be able to help you level up personally, professionally, physically, and emotionally, I'm so glad that you found this space, honey, because every single day over on Instagram, I post content about self-care, beauty, makeup, skincare, self-esteem, and tons of content on how to rebrand yourself to become the woman of your dreams. I'm also super excited to finally announce that we have released Goals and Gratitude. The Goals and Gratitude Journal is a hybrid journal that is able to help you to stay both spiritually grounded and hyper-focused on your goals. Inside of the Goals and Gratitude Journal, there is a dedicated space for you to be able to write out your thoughts and emotions, as well as a guided gratitude section to help you to reflect on your day, your morning, your evening, and some of the things that you want to accomplish. While the other side of the journal helps you to be able to focus on your goals and intentions, using my proven method to be able to reach your most ambitious goals. The Goals and Gratitude Journal breaks down every single step that you're going to need to build the business, start the nonprofit, launch the side hustle, or even start your own YouTube channel. If you need a structured space to be able to see exactly what you want to work on during the day, track your goals, your habits, and celebrate your wins, make sure that you click the link in the description and pick up your Goals and Gratitude Journal on Amazon today. I also want to thank MIDI Health for being the sponsor of this episode. Okay, because let's talk about how frustrating it can be to feel as if your body is working against you. You've gained weight, you've maintained weight, but no matter how hard you work out, your body is just doing its own thing. And your doctors are telling you that it's all in your head. Every time you go to an appointment, they tell you have to diet, exercise, and drink more water. Girl, I have been there. It's not your diet. It's not your willpower. Oftentimes, it's hormonal. And that's where MIDI Health comes in. MIDI is a virtual care clinic created by women for women to finally get the care that we deserve. I have been very transparent about my weight loss journey. And when I finally decided that I could not do this alone, I knew that it was time for me to take a different approach to help me to reach my goals. Yes, I have almost lost 80 pounds, but it has taken me decades to get there. I have felt so alone and unheard by doctors on this journey. MIDI clinicians specialize in perimenopause and even weight management. They offer personalized care, including prescription semaglutide, a treatment that helps you lose weight and keep it off when paired with healthy habits. And yes, they accept insurance from all 50 states. Booking your appointment is super simple. In just minutes, you can set up your account, enter your insurance, share your symptoms, and schedule a visit with a clinician who actually gets it. You deserve a healthcare provider that listens and offers real solutions, not just empty advice. If you've ever felt dismissed or stuck on your health journey, MIDI Health is here to change all of that. You don't have to feel alone. You deserve to feel and look your absolute best. Click the link in my description and book your appointment with MIDI Health today. Your health, your confidence, and your life deserve it. Thank you, MIDI, for being the sponsor of this video and an amazing supporter of our community. Speaking of hormonal health, if you've never heard of cycle syncing, I hope you have your pen ready because I'm about to blow your mind. And if you've heard of cycle syncing on and off, but you've not really nailed the process, I'm about to break down everything that you need to know to sync your menstrual cycle with your productivity. Now, I'm so sure if you've ever heard of cycle syncing, you've heard how to sync your cycle with your workouts and the things that you should eat. But But I'm not hearing enough individuals talk about how your productivity, focus, self-confidence, and your discipline completely changes depending on where you are in your menstrual cycle. So that is why I hope you honestly have your opinion posted in your ambition planner ready, because I'm about to drop the gems on exactly how to sync your cycle to increase your productivity. I'm going to break down the 4 phases of your menstruation cycle and tell you exactly what you need to be doing and focused on during each phase. Phase number 1 is the one we're all very familiar with, which is your menstruation phase. This traditionally happens between days 1 and 7. You may oftentimes hear this phase also referred to as your inner winter, and that is exactly what your actions should reflect during this phase of your menstruation. This is the time for you to go within. This is a great time for setting and evaluating your goals. Work on solo projects and analytical tasks. This is the time during the month where you should do all of your strategic thinking and set your intentions and action items for the next phase of your menstruation. Do all of your big picture work, your deep dreaming, your self-assessments. Listen to your intuitions. Be extremely gentle with yourself and highly reflective. This is also the time that you are to honor your body and go to sleep. We always talk about our body betraying us because we try to push through the natural cycles that our body was intended to follow. We've heard people say over and over, to everything there is a season. And God has created our bodies to cycle through seasons every 28 days. Therefore, days 1 through 7 of your menstruation, listen to your body and rest. Stay in the PJs as long as you need to. Wear the joggers, the lounge pants, the bathrobe, and the bonnet until you cycle out of this phase into the second phase of your menstruation, which is your follicular phase, also called your inner spring. During your follicular phase, which is traditionally days 8 through 14, you will have high energy. You're full of creative juices. This is the time to start all of the action items that you plan to do during the first phase. Your mindset should be full of optimism and enthusiasm about exploring new opportunities. This is the time to flex your creativity and brainstorm. Be curious. Take that online learning class that you've been putting off. Decide that this is the time you're ready to learn something new. Do the research. Get clear on your vision. Be adventurous. Take a chance and try something new. And use your good mood and energy to help others. Anything that you've been putting off all month that needs your mental sharpness, this is the season in order to tackle it. Days 8 through 14 of your menstruation cycle are also an amazing time to take that high intensity workout class. Do the cardio, do the strength training, get on the spin bike. While you have the energy and stamina in order to get through that hour-long class, honey, take it, because this season is fleeting. Because approximately days 15 through 17 are your ovulation phase. I like to call this phase your magnetic phase. This is the time you get super serious. You know how to communicate with individuals. You're not afraid to say exactly what you mean. Those boundaries you've been working on establishing, they're set up and high during your ovulation phase. You're ready to collaborate and take bold action on the things that you've put off all month long. When you walk into a room during this phase, you look like you have a radiant light following behind you. That is why it is important to take full advantage of this magnetic season, also known as your inner summer, to schedule the important meetings, pitch the new concept, and attend the networking events that are going to help propel your career. During your ovulation phase, this is the perfect time to step in front of the camera and batch create the content. If you've been putting off launching that new business, nonprofit, or side hustle, during your inner summer is the perfect time to pull the proverbial trigger. What I like to do is take my monthly calendar and identify exactly which days of my ovulation are going to fall throughout the month, and then plan my schedule accordingly. If I know that the 21st to the 23rd, I'm living in my boldness bag, this is going to be the time for me to press live on my website, for me to announce to everyone that the new book has launched, the time for me to step on the stage and sing that new song that I've written. This is the time for you to pitch that investor on investing in your company. Use your feminine energy to your advantage during this season. If you've been thinking about getting back on the dating apps, this is the perfect time to go on that blind date, to call that guy you put off a few weeks ago and ask him out on a second date. This is also the time in your menstruation that you should have the tough, hard conversations. If you have some unsettled or unresolved issues that are going on within your family or at work. Circle dates 15 through 17 during your cycle as the time for you to be able to have these conversations. You're settled, you're relaxed, your communication is high. You know exactly what you intend to say. You will be able to deliver whatever you need to say with compassion, intention, and care. And your last phase on your menstruation cycle is your luteal phase, also known as your inner autumn. Although autumn and fall are my favorite seasons, because your luteal phase is the time for you to shift from high energy to intentional productivity. This is the time you focus on tying up loose ends, finishing the projects that you started, getting organized, decluttering, and handling all the administrative tasks that you've put off all month long. Your luteal phase is one of your longest phases. Therefore, it is imperative that you listen to your body and adjust appropriately. Your body is phasing back into menstruation, and it just is going to need a little bit more TLC. So this is the time to adjust your workouts to doing something a little bit more low impact. Focus on your finances and detailed-oriented tasks. Those detailed tasks that you've been putting off because it was repetitive, this is the perfect time to put on an audiobook, dim the lights, and do that same click, 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 click that it's going to take in order to get what you need to have accomplished. Fully focus on your self-care and your alone time. This is the perfect time to try all the self-care techniques that I've been telling you about every single day on Instagram and prioritize your alone time. This is also a little bit of a moody time, so be okay with your boundaries and don't be afraid to say no. Your anxiety tends to be really high during your luteal phase, so do calming activities and give yourself grace. I know that I have covered every single one of those phases and told you exactly what you should be focused on in each phase, and maybe it was a lot to be able to jot down during this video. But do not worry, sis. I have provided a free downloadable where you'll be able to look at your cycle syncing calendar, know exactly what days they are, what season you're in. I give you a sample of a calendar that you can follow, the tasks that you should be focused on during each phase, a blank calendar so that you can insert it into your planner, as well as a mood tracker and a habit tracker. I wanted to make sure and give you absolutely everything that it is going to take for you to be able to increase your productivity and operate all month long with intention and purpose. I started my cycle when I was 8 years old, and I wish somebody would have told me that during my luteal phase, I was going to stumble and bumble over all of my words. I was going to be poor at communication, and I more than likely wasn't going to show up at the gym. Listening to your body, understanding the beautiful phases that it goes through, and aligning your tasks and expectations accordingly helps you to feel in complete control. Oh, honey, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode. I wanted to be able to break down the details of cycle seeking and be as detailed as possible so that you can go back to this video at any time and repeat to be able to listen to the parts that are applicable again. I want to thank MIDI for being an amazing sponsor of this video. And if you need a clinician who is ready to listen to you and help you while you're on your glow up journey, please make sure that you visit the link in my description and schedule your appointment with MIDI today. Sis, I pray that you are well and that you're doing something every single day to reach your most ambitious goals.